Welcome to my playoff battle of the PPL Pokemon Draft League. My team, the LA Wakers, is taking on Drewby, coach of the New York Marauders. Because I finished second in the overall season, I got to pick who I play. And who better to play for round 1 of playoffs than the coach who beat me week 1 of the regular season. Drew's Sun team has gotten better since week 1. With Torkoal to set up the Sun via Drought, he has strong Pokemon to use it, like Cinderace and Walking Wake. He's even picked up Slitherwing, which is amazing with Photosynthesis. He still has the fastest Pokemon in the game in Regieleki, and 3 solid Terra Captains. A Brute Bonnet that takes advantage of the sun that can terrestrialize into a Grass, Dark, or Fire type, a Honchkrow that can terrestrialize into a Dark, Flying, or Steel type, and a Hisuian Sliggoo that can terrestrialize into a Steel, Fairy, or Water type. But I'm charged up for this rematch, which is why we're starting with Assault Vest Flame Charge Delphox. Because Delphox is one of my Terra Captains, I can terrestrialize it into a Fairy type, which allows me to deal with Walking Wake via Dazzling Gleam, as well as take first impressions from Slitherwing. With my HP and special defense investment, I even take a modest Choice Specs Hydro Steam in the sun from Walking Wake. I have Psychic to help me 2-hit KO Clodsire and do some big damage to Torkoal, and Flamethrower because it's sun boosted by his own Torkoal. I decided on no speed on this Delphox because it's naturally faster than Adamant Honchkrow, and with a Flame Charge, I'm faster than his entire team besides Regieleki, or if Cinderace for some reason decides to run max speed. Even with Delphox, I still wanted a Brute Bonnet switch in and something to punish Honchkrow as well as Klefki. So that's why we have defensive Rocky Helmet Heatran. My 208 speed EVs allow me to outspeed an Adamant Honchkrow, whereas my HP and my defense EVs with my plus defense bold nature allow me to take 1 high jump kick from Cinderace, even if it's stab, as well as tank a Photosynthesis boosted close combat from Brute Bonnet. With Flame Body, I punish any time my opponent touches me, but I also have Will-O-Wisp just to burn Brute Bonnet so he can't sucker punch me, and also weaken Walking Wake. I have Lava Plume as my main stab and Earth Power just to hit Torkoal and Cinderace. This is also my Stealth Rocker as it can easily set up rocks on Pokemon like Klefki, which may have Magnet Rise for my next Pokemon, Crocodile. Crocodile is very hard for my opponent to switch into, especially when its attacks are Extra Belt boosted. Earthquake and Close Combat can 2-hit KO most Pokemon on Drewby's team. I have Aerial Ace for Slitherwing, which I am faster than because of my speed EVs. I also ran Protect to avoid first impression but also stall out sun turns. My HP and special defense EVs mean I'm never 2-hit KO'd by a Choice Specs Regioleki's Terra Blast. While Delphox can deal with Walking Wake in a 1v1 scenario, I wanted a Hydro Steam switch in and speed for my team, which is why I have Assault Vest Hisuian Electrode. With 8 speed EVs and my Timid plus speed boosting nature, I'm faster than Cinderace on my opponent's team, and can threaten it with a 2-hit KO from Thunderbolt. I can shrug off Hydro Steams from Walking Wake and get big damage on it with Leaf Storm, even Volt Switch out of there to bring in a different team member. Electro's role in this game is just mainly to pivot. It also completely walls Regieleki, and if I need big damage or even to feint to prevent something like Flame Charge Slitherwing from sweeping me, I can use Chloroblast. And Aftermath allows me to deal with something like Honchkrow that may have gotten out of hand. Plus I always have the option to terrestrialize this into a Fairy if I want to resist Sucker Punch from both Brute Bonnet and Honchkrow. My team lacked the Slitherwing switch-in, especially if it was Will-O-Wisp, so that's why I'm bringing Lumberry Annihilate. My Lumberry will take the Will-O-Wisp, pop, and then my Acrobatics is doubled in power, allowing me to knock out even the bulkiest Slitherwings. I outspeed even max speed. And even if my Lumberry is popped, I also have Vital Spirit, so Brute Bonnet can't hit me with Spore. I have Bulk Up to boost alongside a Bulk Up Slitherwing or Growth Brute Bonnet, and Close Combat to threaten the latter. Lastly, I went Earthquake as a means of dealing with Clodsire, and I'm EV to take Flame Charge into Acrobatics from Slitherwing most of the time. And if my opponent decides to bring Dual Screens Klefki, my Annihilape's Acrobatics still does enough to Slitherwing through Reflect to put it in range of my Lycanroc Dusk's Accelerock. Lycanroc is absolutely incredible in this game. It's naturally faster than Walking Wake unless it's speed boosted. And with a Life Orb, I can knock out Walking Wake with Play Rough as long as it's taken even the slightest bit of damage. I have Drill Run to 2-hit KO Torkoal and also smack Klefki. And Psychic Fangs can also hit Clodsire, but more importantly, can break dual screens. That's my team for playoffs of the PPL Pokemon Draft League. I'm super excited for this rematch. And if you guys are enjoying the Draft League content, make sure you let me know by leaving a like and subscribing. My new goal is 400k, and if all you guys subscribe today, I can hit it by the end of the day. Also, please make sure you check out Drew's channel. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to Amo, Owen, MV, Addison, Zazo, Dylan, and Olivia, who helped me out this week. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright, so here we are with my playoff game versus Drewby. This is a rematch from week 1. If I win, I make it to semifinals and get my revenge. If I lose, well, obviously, good luck to Drewby going forward. But if you guys have been enjoying the draft content, make sure you let me know. Leave a like and sub to the channel. I'm on my way to 400k. If everybody watching this video sub today, I can hit it by the end of the day. I'm going to lead off with Crocodile. It's just been best for me. It's really hard for my opponent to switch into. They do have Brute Bonnet. They do have Honchkrow. But, like, yeah, I mean, they have answers, but, like, I have secondary coverage. is what I mean. So I should be in a decent spot. Slitherwing, I feel alright versus Honchkrow. Definitely a threat late game, especially if he brings Scarf again, like he did in the first week. But I feel a little bit more prepared. Excuse me, not prepared. I've been paid off for this game. I feel a little bit better. But yeah, check out my boy Drewby as well. Real quick, code AIM30 is 30% off this weekend from now until Tuesday morning. So if you guys want to try Advanced UG or pick up my Draco Shaker, now you can get it for 30% off. They do ship worldwide. And also maybe you want to try like some of their hydration line, which is zero caffeine, or maybe you like caffeinated stuff. I personally like the Taro bubble tea if I do go caffeinated, but 18 plus if you go caffeinated. But if you've been wanting to try Advanced UG, now is the time because you can use code AIM30 to save. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. I love him, great dude as well, and you'll definitely see him in another draft league with me. And I'm assuming he's just going to start off with Torkoal just to get up the sun immediately. I got to pay attention to all the booster energy boosts because the game does not tell you, which is so annoying. So Slitherwing is my opponent's lead of choice. That's really crooked out. I'm going to immediately protect here. Even though it does show off that I have protect, I'm in a good spot. He does not seem to have the booster energy as an item. So we're going to protect. He may first impression. Might just end up U-turning as well. If he goes for Will-O-Wisp, I'll make the Annihilate play and then go for Acrobatics from there. Slitherwing is a good lead in general versus my team though. So let's see what it ends up going for. I'm assuming maybe a first impression. If it's Scarf, it may just go for U-turn. It could be no item as well with Acro. Again, it would be booster. It would have activated booster energy if it was booster. So I'm assuming Drew might go for that Wisp. I don't know. This is an interesting matchup. I really wanted my my revenge match after week 1, and we'll see if I end up regretting that. But I like my team a lot, and his team is pretty weak to my my Delphox. So I feel like I'm in a pretty decent spot going forward. Drew is taking a while to pick his first move, though. Either that or it's just the connection here. Alright, so he hard switches immediately. Into what? Torkoal? Scouting for aerial ace. Alright. That's fine, too. So Torkoal gets up the sun. Obviously, if he didn't have Drought on that, I'd feel really bad. But he gets up the sun. We have a little protect going on. So he may not have first impression as well. Or he was scouting for, like, aerial ace. But either way, I'm just going for Earthquake here. I'll get a good chunk off on Torkoal. And if he wants to go for rocks, I'm fine with that too. And again, we just want to be very, very aware of the booster energies, the particular sets my opponent could have in that. Flame Charge plus Acro as well, though I doubt it's Flame Charge plus Acro because, again, I feel like you would have booster energy on it. So Earthquake should be doing a good chunk because I am offensive and I do have Extra Belt. Let's calc on Torkoal how much this ends up doing. If it's Fizz Def, this will do 58 to 69%. Oh, wait a second. All right, he hard switches again. I have something. Hard switches right back to Slitherwing. I have this little HP bar so I can figure out things. Yeah, that does not look like it's in the accurate place. All right, Pro Synthesis gets the attack raise. Gets the attack raise right there. So he's not speed. I get some beautiful chip on it as well. I can't tell if that's in the right place at all. This thing is terrible. Shout out to Mount for passing it to me. I'm not going to use it. Anyway, I get some decent chip on Slitherwing, I guess. Slitherwing, if it's offensive, that looks like about a little bit over 25%. So he has definitely... That doesn't look like it's that offensive, but it could have some HP. I'm just going to protect. It's very safe, and I waste a turn of Sun. And then we get to see what he ends up going for. If it's Will-O-Wisp, I'll be okay. I will switch, though, if I see Will-O-Wisp, if I see Close Combat, if I see U-Turn. Either way, I'm just trying to go for Protect because I waste Sun turns, and this is just, like, I don't lose anything from this. So let's see. We do see the U-turn come out from Slitherwing immediately. Could be choiced in some sort of way. I don't want to go Heatran just in case he ends up switching up moves and going for close combat. Also think he might be Scarf. I'm leaning towards him being Scarf. I'm just going to make the Annihilate play. I'm going to lean towards it being Scarf. U-turn. Going to calc on Annihilate. Slithering. OU. We'll actually find out right now if it's Choice Band as well because it'll do more. It also gets the attack raise as well from Photosynthesis. So, Leech Life. Okay, cool. So it's not Choice. Leech Life, which isn't too bad. I'm going to go for Bulk Up just because he may have Will-O-Wisp here. But I'm going for bulk up just in case he has acro as well. He doesn't have to have an item, but not knowing he's not Choice Scarf, not Scarf, means I'll be able to live a hit. And again, if he wants to go for Will-O-Wisp, I'm in a good spot. Honchkrow could very well come out. By me going for bulk up, I basically force it to go for Brave Bird, which lets my Heatran come in and lets me get up rocks, which will help me beat Walking Wake. But again, knowing it's not Scarf goes a long way. Also, if it's U-turn Slitherwing, maybe it doesn't have first impression. U-turn, Leech Life, Will-O-Wisp, Close Combat, or Earthquake is pretty good versus me too, though. I don't know. Either way, I'm bulking up here. I'm bulking up right now. That was a crit as well, so... No, it's not this. Activating the Sun. Leech Life. It's really bulky, isn't it? Because that was a crit on it, so it does about 60. Alright, so we bulk up here. Let's see what he ends up going for. Does he have Will-O-Wisp? I would love for him to have Willow, because then activates my Lumberry and I knock it out with Acrobatics. Goes for Earthquake. Okay, so Sun is gone, which means Torkoal is not running the 8 turns as well. Do I want to KO this is the thing, because he may very well go out into Torkoal. It's EQ, U-turn, Leech Life. EQ. If he goes Torkoal, I won't die to any attack. I'm going for Close Combat just in case he goes Honchkrow or Torkoal. I don't want to Acro here. I do not want to Acro. I feel like even if he stays in, I'm okay because Aerial Ace will knock it out. And I just don't want Torkoal coming in for free. I don't know if Torkoal's running Boots then. Basically, I don't want to Acro into Honchkrow, and I do not want to Acro into Torkoal. And obviously, getting rid of this thing would be great. But if he wants to stay in, I do so much. Look how much I did. I did so much damage. And I don't die to its next attack. So if he goes for U-turn, I'm in a good spot. He goes for U-turn. Okay. It's at like less than 50%. So I could have knocked it out for Acro, but I really want the trade-off of getting that extra damage on it. I think it might be AV. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, me getting my defense lowered is bad in a sense because then Wake is definitely coming out, or Honchkrow. But if Honchkrow comes out, I can go out to my Flame Body Heatran and then get up rocks and go from there. So we know Torkoal is most likely not Heat Rock because there's no way it's been 8 turns so far, right? Alright, we're going to make the Fizz Def play. If they want to tear on this, that makes my life a lot easier. I could even get the Flame Body on them and then get up my rocks. We need rocks up. If they U-turn, I'm okay too. I'll live Night Slash as well, and I'm faster. Honchkrow. Then Adamant Honchkrow. Could be Jolly Life Orb as well, I guess, but does not kill me. Then 2. I'll put Adamant. Again, if he wants to tear on this, I'm okay. Last time he brought Choice Scarf, which was really good versus me. I could definitely see a Terra Fly happening right now. More than Dark. Again, like Acro would have been fine that turn, but I felt like it was so early. I don't need to reveal it. Also, I don't need a boost to knock him out next time. They might just be 3 bug attacks plus Earthquake, because it actually hits my entire team too, now that I think about it. Alright, Heatran, come on out. Let's see what they go for. They don't have superpower anymore. They go right for Brave Bird. 383 to 295. Rocky Helmet. Recoil, Life Orb. 383 to 295. Oof, that's just like Adamant. That's Adamant, yeah. That did 88 damage. That is Adamant. About a mid-roll. Cannot kill me. I'm going to get up my Stealth Rock here. It's going to help me a lot. This thing could be Choice Scarf. I need rocks to... They're going to probably go Walking Wake, but I need rocks for Walking Wake because that puts it in range of my Lycan Rock. Also, if they're booster energy speed, then... I mean, this is really good too because Delphox will knock this out regardless of Terra type in the Sun. And just rocks are super strong now. Rocks are very strong into my opponent. Also, we know they're Adamant, which means unless they're Choice Scarf, I am faster. Because Jolly Brave Bird... Well, Jolly Brave Bird does that roll most of the time than Adamant. So they could be Jolly, to be fair. Right, there's Torkoal that came out. Alright, we get our rocks up here. Chip away at everything. I could see him... So he can't knock me out in one hit, and I kind of want to use this to get damage on Torkoal, because that will help my Delphox later. Plus, I could easily burn out you. Yeah, I'm going to use this to get damage. I have Intimidate on Crocodile later as well, so I should be okay versus Honchkrow. I'm going to go for the Earth Power here. Brave Bird on Honchkrow. Sun comes out. Plus, again, if they pivot into Walking Wake, I get so much damage off on it. We get to find out what set it is as well. AV or something. Torkoal cannot knock me out in one hit. And if it's just max HP, it takes 63 to 75%, which would mean that Psychic will always knock it out later. I'm assuming it's heavy duty boots Torkoal, based on the fact that there has not been no 8 turns of Sun here. Rocks going up would be a little annoying, but I'm okay with the trade as long as I get damage, basically. Like, it's such a good trade for me as long as I get damage on them. Plus, they may even double to, like, Brute Bond or anything. Oh, awesome. Alright, so that's Fizz Def Torkoal for sure. They end up going for Shell Smash. Does something on their team have Copycat? Does something on this team have Copycat? Is it a Jetpack? Is it Jack or White Herb? White Herb. Okay. That's wild. Shell Smash. So Torkoal is very slow. And I don't like Torkoal is very slow. Even timid Torkoal at +2 is slower than damn near my entire team. I'm not sacking this. I'm just going to sack Annihilate here, I think. I don't think I'm worried about Slitherwing anymore. I'm going to sack Annihilate. Because I protect Crocodile with Aerial Ace. And basically this means they can't Rapid Spin if they go for it. Shell Smash is very funny. Yeah, I would rather them Earth Power and knock me out. And then I can go out into Lycanroc and pick up a KO. Actually, I know what the better play than Lycanroc is. It's to go Electrode, which is guaranteed faster, and Volt Switch out. Because Lycanroc lets them bring out a Walking Wake. Delphox lets them bring out Walking Wake too, but with the Volt Switch and the... I can Terra in front of them, basically. And then knock them out. So I just Volt Switch here. I'm fastening them. They can also save this if they want to, but it does die to rocks, so we no longer have to deal with Sun on this. Sunny Day on Klefki is something that I do want to be aware of. Same thing on Brute Bonnet. But Abe did his job. It weakened Slitherwing, and that was the main reason why I have it on the team. And I always have Aftermath on this, so if Honchkrow ever has to go for Brave Bird later, I'm in a good spot. Yeah, we're looking really, really, really good with Delphox right now. We're looking really good with Delphox right now. Just because Sun is almost gone. And if he switches as well, he does save Torkoal as a sack. But again, it's another turn of Sun gone. And I get to get the momentum on that. Also, I mean, you guys know how good this Mon is. I talked about it, right? AV Asuin Electro is really nice in this. Shell Smash is funny. Dies to rocks, maybe. But I just want to get Delphox into position. Yep, alright, so we knock him out there. Perfect. Torkoal goes down. And this allows me to bring out young Delphox the God. I do miss out on a Sleep Fodder for Brute Bonnet by doing this, but I should be okay. Yeah, we go out to AV Delphox. We go from AV, my 2 AV Terra Captains here. AV Electrode into AV Delphox. And again, there are not a lot of turns left for my opponent here. I gotta check how much turns of Sun there are. I think there's like 2, maybe 3. Either way, I'm very happy I got that damage off of Earth Power. I would not have died to Earthquake or Earth Power. Though actually it's offensive, right? So Earth Power might have actually taken me out. But it was worth a trade if I get rid of their Sun. Oh, even if it was max special attack. Wait, no, I didn't put it. Yeah, max special attack Earth Power. Nice little chunk. Definitely a good chunk here. Brute Bonnet may come out, but I think that Walking Wake makes a little bit more sense. We'll see if it's special attack boosting though versus speed, because that makes a difference. Because Lycanroc will always be able to deal with things. Lycanroc looks really good. I can see them going Klefki right now too. Maybe getting up a screen and going all for Brute Bonnet, go for broke with Brute Bonnet. But I can always Will-O-Wisp that with Heatran, plus I get the Rocky Helmet. Slitherwing comes out. So, what do I want to do versus you? Earthquake is scary. Crocodile will always live. Crocodile. I didn't EV this thing to be faster. And they may just try and first impression me. Let me just see how much Slitherwing does with its max attack investment. First impression, intimidate off, not choice ban, photosynthesis boosted in attack. The sun 96 to whenever, even at -1. Tough scenario, man, because I don't want to bring it in on Earthquake. I think I just Terra and Flame Charge. I literally think I Terra and Flame Charge. I'll live their attack. Best case is they actually go for the first impression, which I resist. By terrestrializing, I'll be able to live. Basically, as long as there's no sun turns, I should be good versus Wake, I think. I hope I didn't, I hope I'm in a good spot. But basically, Flame Charge will knock them out and give me a Speed Berries. They go for first impression, which I resist. And obviously, as I mentioned, we get that Flame Charge. Gives me the speed boost. Knocks out Walking Wake there. Knocks out Slitherwing. I get a crit. That did not matter. Yeah, I didn't want to bring out Crocodile on that. And the sun is gone, which means Wake does not get a speed boost. So this worked out perfectly. Couldn't have asked for a better turn there. I'm glad we went Flame Charge over Specs. So we were trying Specs for a minute, and this set in particular just did a lot better in the long run. And as long as rocks are up, I should be good versus Wake. Klefki could come out. Brew Bonnet makes a lot of sense too. Don't think you go Honchkrow because Honchkrow will die to Flamethrower. Klefki. Trying to think if they get up screens versus Thunder Waving me. Gonna Flamethrower just in case they get up Sun. Goes for Light Screen, that's fine. I do have Psychic Fangs at the end of the day. And I'll do a good chunk. Beautiful damage. Go for another Flamethrower. If they get up a Reflect, that sucks too. They go for Thunder Wave. Breakthrough. Breakthrough, little Delphox. I need you, buddy. Breakthrough, Delphox. This is the playoff game. I need you, fam. Ah, that's a little bit unfortunate there. But we'll go for another Flamethrower. They do end up getting up both screens. I like you if you breakthrough now. That'd be great. Thank you. Alright, so we get rid of Klefki. Walking Wake can come out. Doesn't kill me, though. And they don't have any hazards in this game, so I stay at this HP. I actually don't die to Wake either. At the range it's at. Brew Bonnet is a threat. Which can definitely Terra. If it Terra fires, I'm okay. Walking Wake, again, does not knock me out from this position. And I get damage on it. It does not knock me out from 209 HP. Walking Wake. I think it was worth it, though, because just getting the kill on that for later is nice. And it's only Wake, Honchkrow, and Brute. So, Walking Wake comes out. Okay, cool. Let's see if it's Photosynthesis. No Photosynthesis. So if Wake is Specs, outside of Sun, the max it can do is 148. Cannot kill me with anything. I go for Dazzling Gleam. It cannot kill me with anything. Goes for Dragon Dance. Oh my god. Is it Dragon Dance plus Weakness Policy? That'd be crazy. Alright, get my Dazzling Gleam off, which is perfect. Is it Dragon Dance Weakness Policy? That's wild. Alright, it's not Dragon Dance Weakness Policy. Thank god. What if it's Dragon Dance plus Special, though? I have no reason to save this. It's Paralyzed, right? So, I'm going to go for another one. Maybe they try and go for a second DD. I do have Aftermath at the end of the day on Electrode, which will put it in range of a Cellar. So I have outs. I also have Intimidate. They go for Waterfall, which does not knock out Delphox the God. And I break through Para plus Flinch and knock out Walking Wake. Oh my god, Delphox, you demon. You've knocked out 3 Pokemon in playoffs. It's not finals yet. Not finals. You gotta make it there. So you've managed to knock out 3 Pokemon, which is insane. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna assume that Honchkrow comes out. Maybe goes for Night Slash. If it's Scarf. Yo, Delphox, you demon! I'm so glad we went with this set. I am so glad we went with this set. All right, it's just Honchkrow, which is going to take Stealth Rock damage. Unless, of course, it is not choiced. All right, let's see. Stealth Rock damage. Going to take the Stealth Rock damage. Do I give him the free Moxie at this point? There you go, Heatran. I don't give the free Moxie because we want to waste a few turns of Light Screen and Reflect that are still up. So we go Heatran. Because again, we're just getting more chip. If they do end up terrestrializing, that means they cannot terrestrialize Brute Bonnet. Which is going to help me out in the long run. So we go Heatran. He does end up terrestrializing. So let's say he Brave Birds here and Terras. I'm going out to Electro to get the Aftermath on him. Is it Dark? It's Terra Steel. Okay, it's Terra Steel, which means Thunderbolt's still good. Also, I can Earthquake you. And Close Combat you. So we go for Night Slash. Which does absolutely nothing. How much turns are screens left? One turn to Reflect left. You're still good because you can get Aftermath, right? I won't die. Let me just Lava Plume. I won't die. They can't tear. They can't kill me. See me, even with a Night Slash crit. Yeah, so I'll just knock them out here. Shout out to Heatran. Alright, so they only have one more turn left. Light Screen is gone, so actually Brute Bonnet is in danger. Unless it has Lumberry, it can't terrestrialize. So if Brute Bonnet comes in with an attack raise, it has to hit me, and I get my Intimidate off. I still have Sacks as well. Look at the sun being up like the sun's up. Alright. Opponent Stones. We don't see Photosynthesis. Let's go for Willow here. Let's pray we land. If we don't, it's okay, because there's still Flame Body as an option. And also this outplays Sucker Punch too. This outplays Sucker Punch. Come on. Delphox for MVP. My Fire types for MVP in this game. All my red Pokemon for MVP. They do go for Sucker Punch. Perfect. Come on, land the Will-O-Wisp. If we miss there, it's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So, do I even die to Sucker? Brute Bonnet. I do actually. Even without Photosynthesis, I do die. But they would have to hit me. Crunch does knock me out, but has a chance. Again, with Will-O-Wisp Flame Body. I missed twice in a row. Let's see if this is going to be the beginning of the end. They go for Stomping Tantrum. That will be taking Rocky Helmet. That's very unfortunate. Oh, but it also gets the Flame Body, so it's okay that we missed. Perfect. Let's go. My dudes really want me to win this game. My red Pokemon really want me to win this game. That should be it, right? I just go for Close Combat from Crocodile. Even if it doesn't KO, they got to be like Giga Drain or something, and they're burnt, so I can always, as long as I land with Lycanroc, we're good. So, we go Crook here. We get off that Intimidate as well. Have the red Pokemon done it? I feel like they have. I feel like they have. It is the Chople Berry! That did 0! That did 0, bro, with Chople. What the hell? This thing is like max defense. It does have Spore. Wait a second. What the hell is this last? Okay, so Spore, Sucker, Tantrum. I'm writing the last move. I'm going to put Electrode as the last move. Because let me tell you something. Electrode's coming. I forgot. Reflect was up. Electrode's the last one coming out. Electrode's coming out right now. There's no freaking way I lose to this. There's no way I lose to this. Because Electro just comes out. And basically, like, if their last move is a Giga Drain, I eat it. Seed Bomb. Yeah. Alright, we win. That should be it. Because they have no way of recovery. Obviously, they can't break Sleep Claws. I wonder how much Chloroblast does to this thing. Oh, it doesn't do enough to kill. So we're going to go for the Thunderbolt, which does not kill. Yeah, and even if that was a 2-hit KO, I had Aftermath at the end of the day. So that should be game. We'll go for Thunderbolt here, which doesn't kill them. And then we can finish them off with a Chloroblast. Because I have not seen this animation in game. Except for, like, Legends Arceus. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Sucker Punch. Chloroblast. Hey! And did he have more Pokemon? Oh shoot, did I throw? That's all 6, right? That's all 6? That's all 6. That's all 6, right? Hey, come on. Tell me I didn't throw. Yes! I got my revenge on Drewby, and your boy has made it to semifinals of the PPL Pokemon Draft League. I want to give a big shout out to my Terra captains there. I knew freaking Delphox would be a GOAT as a Terra captain, and obviously Electrode helped me at the end as well. Good game to Drew. Surprised he didn't bring special walking weight, but at the same time, my Assault Vest Mons were made to take it, basically. Yo, big shout out to freaking Delphox, man. Like, legitimately, Delphox was legit the GOAT in that. It got 3 kills. It got the kill on Slither with Flame Charge. It got the kill on Wake, and it got the kill on Klefki. Hell yeah, I'm very happy about my prep. Guys, I'm going to hit up Drew, do an interview with him if he's around, but I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. Leave a like, sub to the channel. I'm on my way to 400K. We just hit 380,000, so thank you so much. And yeah, I will see you guys in at least one more draft game where we fight in semifinals versus, I believe, the winner of Addison and Q. So I'll see you guys in at least one more draft game. I'm going to hit up Drew for an interview. Peace, guys. So I got my boy Drewby with me. And so I picked you because I wanted the rematch from week 1.
I don't blame you. The salty run, but not really salty, but just like a smash term there. You wanted the. I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you one bit.
I mean, you basically crushed me week 1. And
yeah, with a lot of luck. Yeah.
No. Like, realistically, dude, your week 1, your week 7, and your week 8 were my favorite played games by you. Literally. Like, I've watched every game from everybody. Sometimes I don't watch both sides, but I do for a lot of them, either way off screen. And your week 1, your week 7, your week 8 were like my favorite games. I freaking loved watching. Guys, Drew was 2-4, and he had to beat the #1 dude in the league, Mount, and also El Scissor Lars to make it to playoffs, right? Yep. Plus, yeah, on top of that, other people needed to lose for you to make it. So you earned this playoff spot, dude. You earned this playoff spot.
I was so happy, man. Like, there's no way. That so I squeaked in. Oh man, I was literally popping up. I was checking the standings way more than I want to admit to see if I got in or not. And it actually, it all came together, baby. I was very excited.
Dude, I'm very happy that you came here, and you came with some heat this week. Like, look. So, what's the thought process behind the team? What was the thought process behind the team this week?
So I was talking with my helper, and she was like, "Yeah, we literally you can't bring like I'm definitely guilty of bringing too basic of sets sometimes." Mm-hmm. And then this week I was like, I can't. I gotta change up something. And yes, some of my sets were still basic, but I'm like, I think Shell Smash Torkoal could really catch him off guard. Granted, like Electrode still at speeds, you still have like Cell Rock the Like Rocket do stuff there. But if I get up the screens up, I think I could really support that and maybe do some damage with the Torkoal there. And then like my Dragon Dance set on my Walking Wake, I figured if I could get a D-Dance off plus the Sun Boost, my speed is like through the roof, so I don't have to worry about the Choice Scarf if we do that again anymore. And I could possibly just sweep with that guy as well, you know, with the D-Dance.
D-Dance Walking Wake is really interesting, dude, and to me. Like, because I would not have expected it for sure. And my means of dealing with Wake, I don't know if I have double Assault Vest on my Terra Captains, so Assault Vest Delphox and Assault Vest Hisui and Electrode. So obviously that would have been cool to do. Well, it didn't kill Delphox, which I'm surprised about. But that obviously would have been a really, like, that could have been crazier late game. If Delphox didn't break through paralysis like a demon. Like,
oh, dude, I was gobbling. I'm like, get that flinch, baby. Let me get that power flinch going, baby. I was trying so hard to get that at that point.
I didn't play that side by side, dude, because I'm the one talking up my Mon and you're talking up your Mon.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, baby, come on.
I might have to ask you to pass me that part of yours just so I can put them side by side, literally, just to see.
Yes, I'll definitely get that for you.
Thank you.
But that was, oh, dude, I thought, okay, I think I was doing, like, I don't know what your EVs were, obviously, but I was doing, yeah, now you have HP investment, I don't know what it was, but the roll was, like, 47 to 55 was the waterfall roll at +1. So I figured if I don't get the flinch, I still might take it out, and then hope they can run rampant a little bit with this thing, but that was not the case. Delphox broke through, and with that, broke my dreams of getting the dub there, but is what it is, baby, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think you brought, like, the right Mons as well, like Slitherwing. One Slitherwing set I was really scared about was Will-O-Wisp Slitherwing, that people kept using versus me in like, prep and stuff. So I had Lumberry, Acrobatics, Annihilate. I didn't want to go for it though when you were in versus me because I was like, okay, he doesn't have Acro most likely, right? Because he would have went for it. So I just CC to get the damage because I was really paranoid about you going out into Torkoal or Honchkrow. And like if you go Torkoal and I go for Acro, like I'll never be able to catch Slitherwing later. And based on like the Earthquake damage, like okay, this will do a good chunk regardless because Slitherwing is like the opposite of Buzzwole with bad defense and good special defense. Honchkrow, I think Scarf is like insanely good versus me.
It really was. Like I couldn't not bring that again. Looking at the team, like I have to bring this. I literally have to.
Yeah, no, it was nice. Obviously, Brute Bonnet I think could have been like literally anything. So you went the Seed Bomb, Stomping Tantrum, Choppleberry for my Lycanroc, which would try to revenge kill you and my Crocodile, so you can get the Spore as well. Yeah, like I mean it makes sense. It makes sense. I was scared about this and I was scared about Growth. I also fought some sets that really threw me off. Like I fought like a max defense Brute Bonnet, which got the defense boost from Photosynthesis and had like Payback and Seed Bomb. So that was really scary in practice too. And like similar, I've also fought this set with what's it called? With the item Loaded Dice with Bullet Seed plus this with potential Terra Fire as well for Heatran. But then Terra Fire was weird because like if he brings it, does he really want to be weak to Earthquake from Crocodile? Which I should bring this time because last time Regieleki got me.
Yeah, for sure. I was I originally was max HP, max defense on the Bonnet with I forgot what item I had on it, but I was like, I wanted to like be able to. What was I doing with that thing? I wanted to like Terrasilize and go pure Terra Grass on it, so I could just completely wall the Lycanroc with it, and like, cause like Lycanroc couldn't do much to him unless you like banned it and something crazy. You couldn't. If I was pure grass, there's not much you could have done to it. But then I'm like, I really need Honchkrow though to be like the answer in case Annihilate gets out of hands. And I opted to go Steel type on the Honchkrow to get around the E-Speed Dragon if you brought that, and also resist like
Accelerock. I think Scarf makes sense. Like I think either you could bring Scarf, Terra Steel, or you could bring Terra Flying like you did the first time and run Brave Bird. I think Terra Blast also was a cool little option for late game too. I found myself struggling with that because it doesn't take recoil. Like it doesn't do contact, excuse me. So like I can't burn it. Yeah, I can't burn it with like Heatran or something. That was something I definitely found myself struggling versus. How come you didn't want to bring Cinderace? I'm grateful. I hate fighting Cinderace. But
I was like, when I was looking at your team with Cinderace, I definitely liked it. But like I feel. Like I said, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, Cinderace, say, gets a kill. Like, Lycanroc always gets to come in against it for pretty much free.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I would ever be scared of, like... I'm always going to think Accelerock takes me out, whatever. That gives you opportunity, like, even, like, setting a home or something crazy. I don't know. But I always thought that would come in, and then... Even, like, going back to the Slitherwing. Like, I love Slitherwing in this matchup. But, like, it was just such free fodder to build Rage Fist on the Annihilate. And also, like... allow Dragon. Like my Slitherwing had like U-turn, first impression. You saw my thing there.
It's basically
Dragonite and Annihilate come in against the Slitherwing for free every time. Annihilate gets a free Rage Face every time like Slitherwing is around, and then Dragonite can get a free D-Dance against my Slitherwing really easily. But like the rest of your team gets bopped by Slitherwing, honestly.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, I mean that's why you saw I put Protect on Crocodile. It was for that, but also wasting Sun Turns, which I think was cool, and also like scouting intentions with like Terra and things like that. I started very early, and you were smart to switch. I'm assuming you were just fearing like some maybe even Tango Berry Aerial Ace, Choice Band, or just didn't want to take like an Aerial Ace or didn't want to give.
I was scared of Aerial Ace. Yeah. Like I'm like, oh, this is too good to be true. I'm not gonna get a free attack off here. You probably has Aerial Ace, or like maybe even have like an anti-Bug Berry, then just Aerial Ace me, and there I go. So like. If I lose Slitherwing like turn 1, I'm just like, oh my god, like that mental rut, let alone losing a great monster early. It's just like, well, that's not how you want to start a game. So
yeah. I was terrified of it as well, like because like I on the first impression, I was debating like that turn it came in. Excuse me, that turn it came in. I was like, what do I do here? Like what can I do this turn? Do I try and go Crook with the Intimidate to eat it, or obviously you saw eventually like I have Delphox in and I decided to Terra and Flame Charge on that Mon because I figured first impression is like your safest play for Chip because you don't know if I'm faster than you or not.
Exactly. I was the thing. That's why I'm saying safest play right now is first impression. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, literally. But I don't know. Like I ended up like Delphox originally was choice specs, which was super good versus your team, right? Just clicking psychic, flamethrower, dazzling gleam, whatever. But the problem with specs was it died too quickly, and also, like if I click flame, and then you go walking wake, or if I click flame and you go Terrifier, brute bonnet, or if I click psychic and you bring out Honchkrow or brute bonnet, like it was hard for me to figure out which one is the best. Like so we ended up on Assault Vest because, and I went really bulky, 240 HP. I went 0 speed because it's naturally faster than Adamant Honchkrow, which is what you used last time. And also, there's not a lot of reason to use Jolly Honchkrow versus my team because you're faster than, what's it called? You're faster than Lycanroc with Adamant. So I just went modest, no speed because the only mons on your team that would outspeed that would be Walking Wake in Sun with a speed boost, and Cinderace if you randomly hit around 366 speed, because I feel like if you bring Ace, you're not gonna. There's no reason to run max speed. You only got to run enough for like Lycanroc, and then you can run more in bulk, which will help you take potentially on Cellar Rocks and things later. So.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, but 100%. I mean, like Flame Charge obviously ended up working in this situation, but I also got lucky that I broke through Paralysis plus Flinch. Like I was very, very lucky, and like what I would have done in that situation after was I probably would have had to go out into my Aftermath Hisuian Electrode. Tank. I think I tanked Dragon Claw, but maybe I don't. I don't know. I have no idea. Electrode's not very tanky.
I think you would live one, but definitely you'd be like in the red or something if you.
Live. And even if I died, I get the Aftermath so I can Accelerate Rock, which would have been my plan. But
exactly.
But that means I don't have a clean answer to or a clean pivot into your Brute Bonnet set. Because I mean, I was hyping up my red Pokemon. I was like, yo, my fire types. Wait, no, my red Pokemon going crazy this game. Right into double wisp, by the way. Right into double wisp. Like right into double wisp, which is very poetic considering all things.
So both of those wisps, then the flame body triggered. It honestly was comedy that happened.
Yeah, dude, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be hard. Yes, thank you, Heatran. It works that way. Stomping Tantrum doing that, by the way, really dumb. I don't like that. Earthquake doesn't make contact, but Stomping Tantrum does.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm like, why am I burnt right now? I'm like, oh, that makes content. That's what happened there. All right, well, that is what it is.
Really odd, but
yeah,
dude, I'm very happy to get a rematch.
Without a doubt, me too.
I would have been happy with you winning, though, to be honest. Like, I'm like, you, out of everybody that made it to playoffs, you're the one that deserved it most. You were the one that deserved it most after, like, the way you had to get into playoffs. So I would have been fine either way, but.
Oh, dude, I was like, if I could get this Torkoal with a Shell Smash at the right time, I think, because my logic with the Torkoal was there. I was dead set on you bringing at least Slowbro or Samurai Hisui again.
Which I brought first time, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought you could be one of those. I feel like Slowbro is a good switch in, so you want to bring that in. I get the Shell Smash off when that comes in, and then like, I either, depending on your EVs, Earth Power could kill you, but I feel like you make some kind of bulky set there. And then like, if Samurai comes in, I can still do a lot of damage there. The sun's up, you really can't hurt me. And then if I had the screens up on top of the Shell Smash at like some point, like I feel like I really could have cooked with that and maybe been able to steal the game. But I kind of blew my load a little early with the Shell Smash on the Heatran there.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would possibly switch out there. I don't think Earth Power would do that much to me, but I got
sense. It made sense that because I was running calc from regular defensive Heatran or Torkoal. I was like, okay, look, he cannot kill me if he's defensive, and I'll do 10 billion% to him with Earth Power. So I'm like, this is worth it because I can limit his Sun turns. Because I felt okay versus Wake with the combination of Delphox plus Electrode. But I was like, okay, let me limit his Sun turns. But obviously, with you being special attack investment, you could have killed me for sure with Earth Power. But it makes sense that you expect me to switch. I don't. Like, and Rocks also, from my thought process, I'm like, he could also go for Rocks this turn, which is why I want to get a little... I want to get greedy on it. But obviously, you know, going Klefki early to get up screens could have been a lot better. Because your team actually, now that I'm looking at it, I can't even Psychic Fangs versus your team because you have the Dark type Brute Bonnet. Slitherwing will do up 10 billion% with First Impression. Walking Wake is already in, and like Honchkrow is a Dark type too. So maybe Klefki early would have been the order to actually do it. I think if there were screens up though, I might have thrown away Lycanroc into Klefki just to try and break it, but you could still call it after getting Reflect up. So there's like there's a lot of layers that actually could have made a difference in that end game, but. I'm gonna tell everybody, guys, I'm bringing Drew with me to the next draft league. So
let's go, baby, Papa Joey.
This is not the end. This is not the end.
Dude, when you, I just love drafting, man. Like, just sitting there and everybody's hype and you choose a new Pokemon and whatnot. And now with the DLC, there's gonna be so many new Pokemon, man. Like, let's freaking go, dude. I'm so excited for it, man. Thank you so much for always looking out for me, dude. I really do appreciate
You're my
that.
boy,
And,
bro. You're my boy.
That's it, baby. I'm ready to roll, man. I'm ready to roll for another league. That's it.
You're a goat, dude. You were in 2 draft leagues and you helped Shady during his subathon. Like you're a literal goat. Drew was telling me, guys, that he had to play 4 draft games in 1 week.
That I was physically like pissed at my copy of Scarlet. Like I was like, so mad. Like, oh, here we go again, putting this thing in the Switch. Like doing 4 games in 1 week was actual torture, and it literally like I said in my last BBR video that went live, I was like, listen guys, you will never see me in 2 draft leagues again, and that's just the way it's gonna be. So I'm gonna be a 1 league Andy, focus on that with all my attention and try to just keep on improving, man, because singles is great. We need to get this timer situation fixed with this nonsense of making a freaking thing.
Yep.
At least we got an option, but my man Nintendo, what are we doing, baby? It's the coding. I don't know nothing about coding. It cannot be more than like a 10-second change in like the code to be like, okay, the timer's max is 3000 to 6000. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. What are we doing? Show singles some love. That's my spiel.
I mean, no, I agree with you completely, bro. I was preaching for. I think they finally listened. They finally listened with the home update, which I was obviously very excited about, and I'm just glad that we can do this now. I really hope that whatever the next generation is, at least for DLC, we'll know we'll be able to do this, right? So we at least get, we'll get 2. I would have had a draft league, by the way, in between now and the DLC if the DLC had come out in like November. But now that we know it's coming out next month, then guys, next draft league is going to be with the DLC, and then we'll see what happens from there. But I'm very glad draft is back. I'm happy to see a lot of people returning. Drew is one of my favorite people in draft, and guys, please subscribe to him. Got a brand new channel as well. I don't know if you guys know about it. You should know about it. I linked it like 50 times in the description and also talked about it as well. I talked about it in my intro too, but please sub to Drew. Do you have anything else you want to tell him?
Nah, that's it, man. Once again, I really appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the work you put in, the craft you do, man. You're always out here grinding. You're streaming 87 times a day. You're freaking so many uploads. You're just cooking, man. Keep on keeping on, and keep on being the king of singles, baby. That's it, man.
I appreciate you, man. I really do. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Sub to him. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.